Really?
Well, Michael, this is starting to become a tradition, isn't it? Two
Yeah,
weeks
we
in a
do need
row.
Penn State to choke, though. We need him to choke. But I'll tell you,
That that that
Angeli,
was
Angeli got in through 6 for 7, 44 yards, and brought him down for a field goal. I mean, that's can't get much better than that. I think we need to keep him in.
not a super exciting first half, but after we did the live stream last week, they started doing a lot better. So we'll see if that is the case this
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
One thing we do know for sure is that we're going to get more snow this
Mm,
week.
yeah, we are.
Um, and this is Michael, in terms of stress levels, how
Sure.
does this one compare to last week's?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's like a -2. No, really, no stress at all. It's just a matter of, are you going to get 3 inches or 5 inches? Who cares?
Yeah.
So someone said I'm looking foggy. I'm smoking a cigar. You guys know the
Yeah,
deal.
you're a little blurry on the screen. That's
Am I?
okay.
Is it because
Yeah,
of my connection? Maybe.
it may be your connection a little bit, but I can hear you fine. So
Okay. Okay.
I can hear you fine.
David
Um,
says, "Good luck forecasting this." Thanks, David. I think we're going to be all right.
I think we're gonna be good. People like the new intro music. Um,
Yeah.
guys, here's a look at the storm system right now. And I actually pulled up. Look at the heavy snow down here in eastern Oklahoma and Arkansas. I pulled up a couple of pictures. Some of the main highways, main interstates in Arkansas, completely snow covered. A jackknife semi truck right getting into downtown Little Rock. So big issues already with this storm system out to our west.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big one. A lot of places like this don't necessarily normally get snow, so this much, anyways. So, someone said, "Oh my God, you're smoking." Yeah, I am. I'm gonna move closer to the window. Maybe it's my connection. I don't know. Think my connection's bad?
I can hear you fine, but it,
Okay.
it could be. It could be the connection. I don't know.
Maybe if I get closer to the window, it'll get a little bit better signal. Yeah, I'm tethering from my phone, so that might be why. There we go.
But
So,
anyway,
yeah,
we can get into the forecast. We have a limited time here.
yeah,
So
it's halftime. We don't have a
you
lot
know,
of time here. We gotta get into it. Brett, why don't you lead us off here? Lead us off with what you got. What you got coming for us?
yeah, so we're going to go through the future radar here, give you an idea of how this is going to evolve as it comes in. Now, I think you may have mentioned earlier, the models may be a touch too slow with this right now. Maybe coming in a little bit faster, so that's something to keep in mind. This is as we work through the overnight hours, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. here, starting to work towards the St. Louis metro area for our friends out to the west. Take a look at some of the heavier snow in northern Mississippi, northern Alabama. I would imagine major rush hour issues down there across the deep south for your Friday morning. Heck, maybe I haven't looked. Maybe they've already canceled school and work and stuff down there. Sometimes that happens when you get snow all the way down towards Birmingham, Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, ice out
I
into
was
Atlanta.
I was texting with a buddy who's in the Air Force in Dallas, in the Texas area, and he said snow like this will shut them down for 2 or 3 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
I
and
mean,
that's a big deal because that football game tomorrow, Ohio State and Texas, is in Dallas.
mm-hmm. Yep, yep.
So guys, this is as we work towards about 8 o'clock. By this time, snow starting to work into Indiana. You can see some snow showers from South Bend to Evansville. Snow consistently ongoing across the St. Louis area, guys. And then as we continue to go throughout the morning hours, we'll continue to push in. I think it's probably about 10 a.m. or even slightly before that this is going to arrive in the Indianapolis metro area. Again, data may be a touch too slow right now. But what happens, guys, once this arrives, it pretty much is a slow moving system and it just lingers around throughout the entire day. We zoom out wide here. You can see snow from Michigan all the way down to northern Alabama, northern Georgia. We zoom into the Indiana zoom here, guys, and snow across the entire state as we work through the early part of the afternoon. And as we go through, guys, 1, 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. Snow works in by mid morning if you're in Indiana. and it's going to linger throughout the entire day. There's not really going to be a gap in the snow once it arrives throughout the day tomorrow, Michael.
Yeah, good old long duration, high ratio, cold temperatures, no wind. It's just the good old fashioned snow, and a few inches of it, and it goes all day. And I think tomorrow night too, you can see a couple of darker returns in there tomorrow evening. We get a better saturation of the dendritic growth zone. We get a little bit better snowflake tomorrow night, and maybe a moderate snow for a little bit at times. But nonetheless, it's going to accumulate, and it's going to cause travel issues. I mean, anytime anytime you get 3-4 inches of snow across the area, you're going to have issues, regardless of if you're ready or not. You got to plow it out of the way. So. Absolutely. Someone said earlier, "What are you smoking?" Brian said it's a Fat Bottom Betty, and that's what it is. And it is. I'm smoking it to the nub tonight. It's almost gone. And everybody I'm in here with, everybody's having a good time, drinking beer and eating pizza, and I'm smoking a cigar and drinking water. So no pizza, no beer, but that's okay. We got the cigar, so we'll be all right.
At least you have the cigar.
Yeah, it's my vice. That's it helps me. And cigars they kill the appetite a little bit. So, not that anyone cares, but guys, one thing we did today, and I think I may have threw some of my team into a whirlwind with this, and I halfway apologize, but it is a National Law Enforcement Public Safety Officer Day, and we had said earlier today that if you're in that field, a firefighter, police officer, EMT, that we genuinely appreciate your services, your sacrifices, your dedication to the service, and that we want to offer you a free 2-week trial. So contact us. Come out and come to the website. Contact us. Get a 2-week trial going on behalf of us. 96 of you did that during the stream today. I think, was it 96 or something crazy? I don't know.
Something like that. It may be more by now.
Probably more by now. So sorry, Lauren, if I'm blowing you up again tonight, but hey, whatever. Anyway, so the snow moves out. Let's go in, Brett, and show the thought process, because we're not really dealing with wind. We're not really dealing with anything other than snow. It's starting, 10 a.m. tomorrow to what, about 10 p.m. tomorrow?
Yeah,
it's
I would say 10 to 10 is probably a good call. There may be some lingering light snow all the way to midnight. You can kind of see some backside snow showers around.
Yeah.
But 10 to 10 is a good call. If you're further west near St. Louis, you're more like dusk to dawn, or dawn to dusk. Did I do that backwards? I don't know. Anyway, it's late.
It's
past
dawn
my
to
bedtime.
dusk. Right.
Okay.
So again, a long duration snow event, and looking at accumulations right now, you have a pretty good model consistency here of a 3 to 5 inch snow across central Indiana, and a 4 to 5 inch, or maybe isolated higher amounts in the far southwest there. Where you're going to be, again, it's a blanket 3 to 5 inch. That's what it is. It's a blanket 3 to 5 inches of snow across the area. I think that some people are going to be able to see those 4 to 5 inch totals because, again, it's longer duration. It's all snow. It's cold. And that's just what I think is going to happen. And some of the evening model runs, Brett, like the RAP and the European runs, if you would let me share my screen here, I'll show you.
I guess you can share your screen.
Yeah, let's look at the couple of the evening runs here. Look at the wrap that came in a little bit earlier, and it lined up well with the European model. And you can kind of see what it does with that swath of snow coming through the central portion of the state here. It's nice. It's just, again, and it's a little northwest. But so was the European. The European was a little northwest too, with that swath of snow. But a lot of 4-inch snow reports. All right, a lot of 4-inch snow reports across probably the majority of the area, and pretty confident in that. There's the wrap. Brett, how's my background noise? Is it pretty loud?
Oh, you can hear it, but it's not too bad.
Okay. All
on
right.
my
Yeah,
end at least.
people are having a good time in here, so not so much I can do there. Let me go to the European real quick here, and I want to show you that particular run as well because it was very similar, and I like when the two of those can line up. It helps with
Mhm,
helps with that confidence a little bit. But again,
for
you can
sure.
see where you've got some 5 inch reports in there on the European run. I mean, it's nothing to ignore there. So, you know, again, I don't see any discrepancies or big concerns with this swath of snow other than just it's just going to snow everywhere. You
Yeah,
know,
for sure. And if we generally just look at that map, it's just a widespread 3 to 5. I think the risk is maybe on the northern end. Yeah, there you
yeah,
go. You've got it pulled up. So,
I
uh,
know where you're going.
I put some snowflakes on there to make it really fun. People are asking about snow ski, so I put them back up there in the top left for you
There he
all.
is.
Snow ski, since we're gonna maybe we should hold him off until we unveil the snow forecast in the future. He
How
he can
many
be the
How many people would buy a snow ski decal for their car? I mean, come on.
ooh.
Like, I bet we could sell snow ski hoodies, snow ski hats, snow ski decals. Like, we could patent this, Brett.
Yeah, I could maybe put a little a BAM logo on his hat or something. Yeah, we could see how that's going. But 3 to 5 inches, purple areas, 2 to 4, dark blue, light blue, 1 to 2, 1 to 3. That's gonna Cincinnati's kind of in that 3 to 4 inch range, I would say. Somebody asked about that. Oh, people want the snow ski stuff.
Look at
So
all these
maybe,
people that say
maybe we
they'll
can.
buy it. I mean, that's hilarious. What do you sell it for? Like $2 or something? Get a snow ski
I'll have to get with
decal.
Amanda tomorrow and see if we can get some snow ski
Brian's on
stuff.
here. Brian, put snow ski decal in the shop. Come on.
Yeah, check
I'm
out
sure
our
they
shop,
do it.
guys.
Yeah, I'm sure they do it. Shop.bamwx.com. There it is right there. Yeah. So fantastic. Yeah, this is a look here. Brett, let's go to, I'm going to go to Clarity real quick, and I want to show just just the forecast of snow for just kind of everybody as it pertains to um, other areas other than just here. You know what I'm saying? You go
Mhm.
down here across southern Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky. Winter storm warnings down there. You get 4 or 6 inches of snow down there. You know, it's gonna really heavily impact those folks for sure. Right. Some folks were talking about Cincinnati. I saw some Cincinnati comments. This our general forecast right now. Like if we just do a location by point, I'll just click right into Cincinnati. Generally, right now, ooh, look at that, some freezing fog, Brett. You see that? That's pretty fun.
Ooh, that's a
Fun
smart.
icon.
That's the cool thing about Clarity is it's very smart.
Smart icon logic. But since
Yep.
he's probably a 3 to 4 inch snow, roads are
Yeah.
covered in snow by tomorrow evening. Likely you'll need to be treating and plowing, and then the snow moves out a little after midnight. And 3 to 4 inches is what the Clarity forecast has, and don't see any reason to go against that right now. Some other locations though that are going to be on the in the middle of this. I want to show the ice forecast too after 2 days. Look at down here in Atlanta, northern Georgia. This could be a huge problem for the Atlanta metro
Mhm.
area. The ice down there, that's, it's not every day you deal with that. That's a tenth to 15/100ths of an inch of ice. And you can see, look at Clarity seeing the ice. Isn't it's fantastic. The one saving grace, it looks like, Brett, is because where they're located at and the surface temperature throughout the day, the pavement may get warm enough to save them here.
Yeah, temperature rises a little bit throughout the day, so
Yeah,
it'll be the morning probably where they have the biggest issues. Although the concern down there is sometimes you get a couple of hours of stuff and it can shut stuff down for the whole day, even after it improves.
that's
So
true. Yeah, it's very true. Let's check here real quick. I'll check the 4 inch probabilities. This is the probability of seeing 4 inches or more of snow. Brett, it's pretty interesting to see those probabilities line up with the RAP and the ECMWF, isn't it?
yeah, and that matches up nicely with the 3 to 5 inch area in our map. Interesting little gap kind of in eastern Kentucky. So Lexington area, that may be a risk to watch down there that it could be a little bit lower.
Yeah,
But that's a pretty solid signal from Indy to Louisville to Cincinnati to Dayton.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, 4 inches being possible.
It is. Let's zoom this out here so you can see where the heaviest of snow will fall. Northern Arkansas there, in the boot heel of Missouri, down in the Cape Girardeau area, down through central Tennessee, just west there too, or just south of Nashville. You've got a high probability, 95% of 4 inches or more of snow. But for a lot of you watching up here across central Indiana, I mean, there's a 60%, 50, 60% chance that some of these snowfall totals will exceed 4 inches, which is kind of what we talked about. So I like that. Guys, there's a lot of people watching. Let's pause for station identification. This is bamwx.com. And make sure you are following, subscribing, liking, sharing, all the things with all the people. And, you know, yeah, hitting the heart, the like button, pound it, pound the likes and the hearts, and get us out in the
Tag a friend, subscribe to our YouTube page at Bam Weather.
Yes. Yes. We
Sweet.
did get the YouTube back. They tried to, they tried to hijack us, Brett. We got held ransom.
We
got ransom money. We had to do negotiations and
yeah. We're learning about. We'll get permission from people to share videos. This company will go in and buy those videos, and then copyright them, and go through and try to shut pages down, and then make them pay to get their pages back up.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's legal, to be honest. It's unfortunate, but we're gonna run with the punches.
Yeah, seems interesting. Real quick, guys. Again, it's National Law Enforcement or Public Safety Officer Day. Again, if you're a police officer, firefighter, we very much appreciate you all, the service that you provide. I'm sitting in here right now with a 26-year IMPD veteran and getting ready to retire here soon. But I have a bunch of love for you all, and we want to offer you a 2-week free trial. You just got to contact us and don't lie to us. Make sure you actually are in law enforcement of some sort, and we'll hook you up with a 2-week trial. So I know people are complaining about the background noise. I apologize. It's loud in here. I told them I was live, but none of them give a rat's, So I mean, it's cool. They think it's fun, but so. Brett, do we want to just kind of recap the event with snow accumulations? You can do that since it's so loud for me, and I'll mute my mic here.
Yeah, so I'll pull this up just to show a wide view, guys. This dark blue color is generally kind of going to be 3 to 4 inches or so. This purple color is kind of your 4 to 6 inches. I would say across southern Indiana, 4 to 5 is probably the most likely. You get down into western Kentucky, western Tennessee, you could have some spots that are 6 inches plus. Lafayette, kind of in that 1 to 3 inch range up here. Same thing for Columbus, Ohio. Dayton, kind of in that 3 to 4 inch range. Lexington, you're kind of on the border 2 to 4 inches, I would say. So just a wide spread, not a light event, not a heavy event, kind of in between type of an event. A nice little snow that's going to put us for many areas towards one of the snowiest starts to January that we've had in probably more than a decade, which is kind of crazy to think about. So, an impactful storm. Michael, I wish the Irish the best of luck the rest of this game. I hope that they can turn it around.
Yeah, if they keep Angeli in, he's a stud. He's a stud for sure. Brian sent me a question. He said, in your opinion, is the ECMWF operational cutting storms too far north and west on the 20th and 23rd system? Brett, real quick, I'm going to address this question because we were looking at this earlier today. We were looking at the European model, and we actually were kind of talking about this because what it has is a really interesting kind of leader-follower type scenario. Remember discussing that?
Yes.
Let me go real quick.
I've got it.
You got it up?
Yeah, so here's the first one. You can see it's north.
Yeah. So this is going to be one of those things where someone's saying block the Harvey character. I don't know. I must have missed this comment. If we see it again, we'll go back. But in the extended the pattern is supportive of probably a little bit more influence from the tropospheric polar vortex, which means there probably is going to be a little bit more Arctic air available than what the model is showing.
Yeah.
And the good thing is you never a storm with a 1,007 millibar surface low, and to have a precip shield swath that large, that wide, is probably unrealistic. When you get beyond 7 days and you get into this 10 to 11 day time frame, you really can't look at the specifics. But if you look at that map right there that Brett has up, that is a classic look for a big snowstorm in the Midwest, the Ohio Valley, and the interior Northeast. So I think I think that we are well in play for a bigger storm system around the 18th to the 20th. The model right now is actually showing 2 pretty big storms. I don't know if it ends up being that. I think it might end up being 1. I don't know if you would agree with that, Brett, but I
Yeah,
doubt real
I
big
would
back storms.
I think there could be 2 separate storms, but I think the model has them too close together right now.
Yeah.
I think there's one around the 19th and 20th, and then I think there's another one more like the 24th of the month.
Okay.
Something I was going to pull up real quick, and then we'll get back to the game. So this here is the EPS's forecast around the 20th. Here are the top 5 January Indianapolis snow events since 1980.
Yep.
It's very close.
It's
The
very close.
setup
Yeah.
is
The
very
only thing
close.
we're going to watch is that little southeast ridge gradient. If it's, that's what we need to watch. The GEFS, by the way, it's a little bit more like the analog, Brett. You may show that real quick. See, it's a little bit closer.
Yeah, a mix of them would be very good.
Yep. Yep. Awesome. Well, real quick, here's the snow, guys, for tomorrow. If you're around central Indiana, enjoy the snow. And it looks like the second half's getting ready to start. And let's hope they keep Angeli in, because I think he's a stud, bro.
I got to figure out who this Harvey person is because I don't see him anywhere, but people are talking about him.
Oh no, Harvey, go away, you're fake. That's all right. Everybody knows he's no good.
Yeah, I don't. Everybody just block him. He's not showing up on my feed. Maybe I've already blocked him, and for some reason he's still showing up for other people.
Guys, Leonard's back in. We're kicking off. Thanks for joining tonight. Share it with a friend. Enjoy the snow, and we'll catch you.